Another day, another drama hitting the YouTube airwaves. If you've been around the Five Nights at Freddy's fandom for a while, you've most likely been exposed to some of the extremely impressive fan content to come from the extremely talented community. From music to animations to more sus content, to say the least. And most importantly, games. One such fan game, as well as one of the most influential and arguably most flawed masterpieces in the FNAF franchise, would be the fan game title Five Nights at Pop Goes, developed by Kane Carter. Recently, the developer of Five Nights at Freddy's, Scott Cawthorn, decided to contract some of the most talented members of the community to develop official Five Nights at Freddy's fan games, which would in turn have merchandise produced featuring the fan game characters. This initiative would be titled the Freddy Fazbear Fanverse, and Kane Carter just so happened to be one of these developers chosen to take part in it. Over the next few months, Kane became the official spokesperson for the Fazverse, being the one to reveal any news related to his and any other fan games created for the Fazverse. He was well liked in the community and pretty much treated like a god by his followers. However, just a few days ago, Kane would do something that would ruin his career and public image in the fandom forever. If you watch a lot of Five Nights at Freddy's content on YouTube, you probably know who Dawko is. For those not in the know, Louis Dawko, more commonly known as Dawko, is a FNAF YouTube content creator. He plays a variety of games from FNAF fan games, official FNAF fan games, to other games. Over the last few years, Dawko has basically become a god in the Five Nights at Freddy's community. Once a day, Dawko will even do a charity stream on YouTube to raise money to help children with super cancer. Most community members would think this is a nice thing. But just a few days ago, Kane Carter would tweet this disturbing tweet regarding the most recent charity stream. Whether it was a sexual thing or just plain rude, I think I can speak for everyone in the community that this was too far. I think Kane realized it too, because immediately after he began spamming all of his contacts on Discord. I'm not gonna show any names for privacy reasons, of course, but I think these screenshots perfectly show how pathetic and shallow Kane is. He would then proceed to try to virtue signal on his official Twitter account, @KaneCarterSFM, claiming to have received alleged death threats, and even showed a supposed box of anthrax he received in the mail, claiming to have been sent it by a deranged Dawko fan. He would of course delete these tweets, and I cannot show the screenshots because Reddit is currently down. But once it is back up and running, I will post a pinned comment with the proof. But that's not all. Believe it or not, it gets worse. Later, some elite hackers in the Five Nights at Freddy's fandom would hack into Kane Carter's Reddit account, discovering that he is a proud member of r/pedophilia and r/grooming. If hearing that doesn't immediately make you sick to your stomach, then you're probably Kane Carter. Over the next few years, the community almost entirely turned on Kane. Even the developer of Five Nights at Freddy's himself, Scott Cawthorn, would emerge from his Faz cave to denounce Kane and disturbing acts, and would announce Kane's removal from the Fazverse. However, unfortunately, I'm unable to provide the post because Reddit is down. However, even though Kane has basically been exiled from the FNAF fandom, I don't think it's enough. We should not let predators and groomers like Kane Carter be able to get away with such disturbing and horrible acts. As a community, we must show these degenerates that this behavior will not be tolerated. We as a community have a responsibility to keep predators and groomers and cringe lords out of our community for the safety of our community. We cannot let Kane Carter forget what he's done. Please, if you're watching this, please go to Kane Carter's Twitter and harass him and send him death threats. And if you can, please dox his real name and address onto the internet for all to see, so we can go to his house as a community and burn his house to the ground and kill his family. We must show these groomers that we will not be pushed around by boys and pedos. But anyways, please do not harass King Carter or anyone mentioned in this video. It does nothing but spreads meaningless hate and bigotry and violence, and it puts our community in a really bad light. Please be respectful and continue to love one another, and always remember that God loves you. See you next time, FNAF fans.